I'm Priya reporting for XTV outside the forum at Exeter campus at the Je Suis Charlie assembly. On Wednesday 7th of January, two Islamist terrorists stormed into the Charlie Hebdo offices in Paris. Charb, who has been the editor since 2009, was shot dead, along with his police bodyguard and 7 other members of staff, including writers, cartoonists and the caretaker. During their getaway, 2 officers were shot at in their car but left unharmed, before another officer was shot at close range and killed. The following day, in the southern suburb, a lone gunman shot dead a policewoman and injured another man. At first, the French authorities dismissed links between the 2 shootings. By Friday, police had tracked down the 2 suspects from the Charlie Hebdo attack, 22 miles from Paris. They were holed up in a printing firm in an industrial estate. Later, the gunman responsible for killing the policewoman took several people hostage in a kosher supermarket east of Paris. The police forced into both locations simultaneously, and many shots were fired. The brothers responsible for Wednesday's attack were killed. In the supermarket, the suspect was also shot dead, and the bodies of 4 hostages were found who were killed before the police had stormed in. 15 other hostages were rescued. With us here, Clements, who has organised this assembly today. Clements, why do you think it's so important to organise this solidarity?
I think it's important to show that we're fighting for democracy and freedom of speech, and just to show them that we're not afraid of what they're doing, basically.
And you think that the freedom of speech shows that you can keep going and it's not going to be defeated?
Especially the fact that we're all here showing our support, and the fact that Charlie Hebdo is actually going to publish next week. So yeah, we're just showing that we're here.
Yeah. And are you pleased with the turnout that we've got today?
Definitely. I was really surprised. I mean, when I started the event on Facebook, it was just like 8 of us, and now it's 400. It's crazy to see that many people turned up.
Thank you very much for coming this afternoon in such a quantity. Today will be in French and English, depending on what people want to say and in what language they want to say it. If anybody wants to say a quote, wants to say a little something, sing a song maybe, you're very welcome to do so. We'll have the traditional minute of silence. We'll start off with the minute of silence. So if you just all observe a minute of silence for Charlie Hebdo, and to think of all the victims, whether it was during the main attack on Wednesday and the victims following in the events on Thursday and Friday.
I'm completely against what happened and say that Je Suis Charlie. And at the same time, I would just like to say that neither me nor my religion would accept what happened, and neither any Muslim I know or any friend of mine would accept what happened, and we're all against it, and we're all deny what's going on, and it's just a terrible thing, and we should just differentiate between extremists and Islamists. And thank you so much.
I think it's clear to say on a day like this, actions speak louder than words. But what I really want to say is just a massive thank you as a member of the Exeter sabbatical team to the guys who've organised this. I don't actually know you in person, but I think it's absolutely amazing that at such short notice we can get such a volume of students really caring about what's going on in the world and showing their support. So just from a personal thanks, but also I hope on behalf of everyone, I just want to say a massive thank you to the students that have really stepped up, and also for all of you coming here today.
So we have here Harrison and Gemma. So guys, why do you think this assembly here today was important?
Well, I guess it's such a horrible event. It's great to see so many people have come out at such short notice to show their support, especially as sort of people who want to go into the media. It's really important for us to really champion free speech and freedom of expression, and it's great to see everyone else does too.
Yeah, I think, you know, despite all the kind of hideous nature of what happened in the week, what's been quite heartening is the response to that, and it's nice that at Exeter, where you don't necessarily see things like this very often, it's important that people have come out and sort of defended free speech and freedom of expression, and as Gemma said, it's important particularly for us to come as people that run the student paper and kind of say that, regardless of how bad things might be that you say, the escalation to violence and to murder is never acceptable in any circumstances, really.
Across the world, a remarkable solidarity was shown in condemning the attack, no more so than on social media. The Je Suis Charlie hashtag quickly became one of the most popular in the history of Twitter. The scale of this response reflects the importance that many people place on the freedom of speech. So this is Ivan. Ivan, why did you feel it was important to be here?
Well, first I come from a French region. It's the Basque country. We had a terrorist group a few years ago. I've had 2 bombs in my street, so I kind of know how it feels to live such terror. It's really short amount of time, but there it just feels very long. So, as I said to your colleagues for expression, I'm here to show my solidarity to all the victims, the family victims, and I have one wish, is that everyone stays united, as we have been united here today.
Thank you. And what do you think about Charlie Hebdo as an organisation? Do you think what they stood for, it was the right motivation for the attack?
Well, everyone knows France has been the country of the revolution, of the freedom. So I think what they did, standing for the freedom, was very important. They had a bomb a few years ago. They've had letters, bulletin letters, and that didn't stop them from wanting to show freedom and to be free as people.
So this shouldn't stop them now either?
They shouldn't stop, and I don't think they will stop. I think on the contrary, everyone is going to speak out more.
Thank you. This has been the Je Suis Charlie Assembly outside the Forum at Exeter. I've been Priya Rai reporting for XTV.